the responsibility of actually doing it. When you really move out and you really got to get it for yourself, and you got to pay for them little things like some toilet paper and some tissue and some soap that don't just restock all the time. You got to go get it. You got to go get that junk. Detergent, like, it don't just restock magically no more. You got to go and get it. Fam, welcome back to JRS TV. If you're new to my channel, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. We cover all things business, investing in sneakers. That's something you're interested in. Consider hitting that like, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Check out some of those videos. If you're returning to my channel, appreciate you, fam. You already know what's up. But as y'all can see by the title of this video, why every man needs his own space. The power of having your own headquarters. Now, you can only speak on this if you moved out. I moved out, or it's been a year since I moved out my parents' crib. So I can speak on this. I'm gonna give y'all some of my points and what I've learned this past year, and why I believe you too, male or female, you know what I mean? But this might be a mainly man's channel. I don't really know yet. We still building, but I thought I'd share some of my thoughts. First point is quiet. Okay, that wasn't quiet, but y'all hear that? Nothing. No footsteps. No loud Mary J. Blige music in the morning. No, you feel me? Nothing. It's quiet. It's quiet. You can think. You can think, bro. I can think. No telling people where you gotta go. It's full freedom, full autonomy, like full freedom, and it's lit. You can stay up however long you want. You know what I mean? You can have friends over. You can throw parties. It's fun. It's fun. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna deny that. It's fun. But it's also work, and it comes responsibility though too. So that kind of gets to my first point, but I want to get out of the way. It's quiet and it's lit. It's fun. Do it. If you can do it within your means, by all means. But that's the first point. My second point, it really pushes you to your limits. It really pushes you to your limits. It ain't virtual no more. It ain't imaginary, bruh. It's real life. I pay a mortgage. That mortgage come every first of the month. Whether I get paid or not, the mortgage come. So you're like, oh, this real. Like, it's real. That whatever fees you got, electricity bills, mine's double in the summer. Electricity bill, you know what I mean? Property taxes, insurance, things break. You know what I mean? It's a lot of responsibility, but it helps you push to your limits as a man, which you need to, bruh. You need to be like, dang, I got paid rent this month. I need to figure out how to get it. You know what I mean? It's really important. And as a man, you need that. You need that. Me personally, it helped me become more responsible. Like I said, if y'all go to my other videos, how to stack your first 10,000, automate. I automate all my bills for the most part. I automate all my bills, and it brings more confidence to me. It brings more, structure to me, in my opinion. Like I said, it overall helps you push you to your limits. Like, it ain't no game no more. The bills coming every month, and if you don't pay, you get put out. Now, you don't want to get put out, do you? You don't want to take all your stuff out your crib and move it outside, or they throwing it or touching your stuff. So it's a different type of grind and mentality now. My third point is that creativity, bro. As you can see, you've been following my YouTube channel. All my most recent videos is from me just posting in the crib for the most part. You can go back, you can probably tell the difference, but this is all in my new spot. I've been here for about a year, and I've been more creative than I ever been. I've been coming up with a lot more ideas. I've been, more consistent on the YouTube channel. Y'all can see here, it's freedom. Like I said, full autonomy. I can record at 4 in the morning if I want to. I can record right now. You know what I mean? I can record anytime I want. I can create my setup how I want. You get to do whatever you want. Creativity as in content and purpose and business. This channel, we cover business and investing. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about creativity, business and investing, creating another life, financial freedom, all that type of thing. You know what I mean? You get the you're just creative. You get to create your own crib, decorate it how you want it. Who cares? Do what you want, bro. It's yours. You pay for it. You know what I mean? And that's another point in itself. As a man, it brings more confidence, bro. You got a little bit more swagger to you. You got your own spot. You know what I mean? You can provide for yourself fully. You can pay all your bills, and that's what you need as a man. You know what I mean? You need that. You need that. Another point is help me take more calculated risks. And what I mean by that is we don't just take risks, but I speak on calculated risk a lot on my channel. But it, in my opinion, how my thought process behind this is that, okay, I know my base expenses for the month. I know my base expenses for the month, whatever that number might be. So anything above that is extra pay to invest, save, pay off debt, those good things. Or you might want to splurge a little bit, you know what I mean? But extra money is the extra funds over my base is fun money or whatever I want to do with it. So I'm like, bet if I can pay the minimum I need to survive every month, and if I can put overtime in, go work overtime and make an extra $500,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 a month. That's all extra. That's extra. You know what I mean? So it's motivating to take extra risks. Like I said, I got bills now. I pay bills now. I've been doing it a year now, so I'm used to it. But you got to keep that hunger in you. If I drop the video, why you must train like an athlete, go to that video. I got a lot of good game in that too, which bleeds. All these videos gonna bleed into each other, but it's why you must train like an athlete. You got to keep going, keep grinding. How can you hit the level? That's the base. How can I make an extra $10,000 this month? And I can use that to invest, and that's gonna make me more money. You know what I mean? It helps you start thinking of different ways to generate more income. It's like, shoot, I can get a base. You know what I mean? If I can pay the bills, anything extras, that can make me a new whip. I need some new clothes, might be more an investment account, might be able to pay off the crib. You never know. But as a man, you need all these things. You need your own crib because it's just gonna push you to do more. When you're not in your own crib, you know, I learned you can get a little bit more complacent. I wasn't complacent, but I noticed you get more complacent the older you get. Now, by all means, if you sit in there stacking up, cool. You can stack millions, you know what I mean? But it's not gonna give you the responsibility of actually doing it. When you really move out and you really got to get it for yourself, and you got to pay for them little things like some toilet paper and some tissue and some soap. They don't just restock all the time. You got to go get it. You got to go get that junk. Detergent, like, it don't just restock magically no more. You got to go and get it, bro. You know, but it's fun. I enjoy all this. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I like working. I like getting to it. I like being able to pay my own bills. I like being able to do what I want. Full autonomy, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people be nagging about it. I love it. Waking up every day, get into it. Trying to get a new bag, bro. You never know. New week, new opportunities, bro. But as a man, like I said, you need your own crib eventually. My goal was always, before I turned 30, was my main goal. This opportunity came up out of nowhere, but I was prepared. It's another video why you must have your back end. I'm gonna drop another video on that. But I was, luckily enough, I was prepared. Actually, it wasn't luck, it was strategy. But I was prepared for when the opportunity presented itself, I was able to capitalize off of it. You know what I mean? So that's when I moved out, found a good opportunity, undervalued property, and I jumped on it. Now, if I didn't come, I might have had a roommate apartment right now, possibly. But I wanted to make sure I stacked up enough first. And I ain't really feel too much when I moved out, because not only you got to pay for rent, you got to pay for furniture. When I moved out this junk, bro, I ain't gonna give the number right now, but I spent well over $5,000 just on renovations and new appliances, and it ain't cheap, bro. So a lot of money has gone into this, but it's all an investment. Back to the channel, JRS TV, we all about business investing. Stay tuned, but you know what I mean? You got to do all that type of stuff, bro. You know what I mean? It comes with a lot of responsibility, but you need that. You need that. You need it. It ain't no excuses. Figure out a way. I say save at least $10,000 before you move out. You decide to move out, but once you do it, I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret it unless you over leverage yourself. Got to be within your means. I don't condone moving out when you can't afford it, but if you can afford it, it might pinch a little bit, might be something different, but like I said, it's gonna motivate you to make more money. It's gonna motivate you to make more. Now that you know your basis is covered, it's gonna make you grind and get it more, bro. Grind and get it more. And then later on in life, relationship, might get married, things like that. You already used to covering everything. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, just pull up. That's another video. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Why every man needs to have his own spot, bro. Some good points. There's probably a whole bunch of other points to go with it. I'm not thinking of. Might be a part 2. But you need your own crib. I have my own crib. And these are some things I learned over the past year. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's get it.